Evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris is back for some more Cook, Serve, and Delicious. We're going to take this bet today. These are all foods that I work with. And we just got to get 35 perfect combos for 1,000 buckaroos. What's the point of this when I already have all this money? I don't know, but I've got all these tickets. Might as well do it. Might as well make it a challenge. Okay, so we need to make sure we've got those foods on here. Pizza is unfortunately menu routing, but it's fine. I'll leave it on anyway. I'm going to take the kebab off because I don't want to play with kebabs and soup. So it's soup, steak, burgers, and pizza. And then these are really easy foods, the fish and the chicken. Should I put on some Banana Fosters to spice things up? Let's see. What are our positives here? I do like the VIP Allure, which actually currently everything has. Let's do that. That was fun. The money dollar thing, the rich dish, that gives you a buzz boost. So more people come to the restaurant. However, I'd rather get the VIP thing. So that was cool as to have as like an extra event thing. Okay, so let's make sure the daily bus is fine. So we have a menu routing item, smelliness, some bad orders, but everything else is good to go. All right, start the new day. 35 combos needed. Just the cheese, please. Lovely. So it's still 2 actions, just like it was with the upgraded dumpster. Put the trash. I guess that means I just have to do a lot less trash, because I mean, I guess that makes sense. If you compact the trash, you have to take it out less often. Is that the idea? That must be the idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, season. Remember the good old days when it was just chicken, steak, fish, some lasagna maybe? And just that the whole day? Ah, those were easy times, weren't they? Pesto sauce, cheese, mushrooms, olives, and pineapple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, season. So at this point, what do I want from this game? I want to make it to the 5-star level, which I may just do a lot off camera. If nothing new is happening. There have been enough new things happening generally that I've felt enough of a justification in turning on the recorder for it. Which probably makes me play a little bit worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, season. Season, juicy, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, yes, of course, the soup always comes in at rush hour, along with the chores. At least that's a tier 1 soup that I now pretty much remember. And could mostly do in my sleep, except of course I messed it up during the challenge. Go figure. Oh boy, we have quite the backlog here. Luckily, people are willing to wait a very long time now. Which is good news for me. Pesto sauce, cheese, mushrooms, olives, onions, pineapple. You know, I can do pizza pretty well, I'm finding now. As long as I don't have pasta in the mix. That's where it gets tricky. Okay, so seasoning, bacon, cheese, carrots, and broccoli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, season. Pizza and pasta at the same time is just the worst. Or like, if you do pizza one day and pasta the next, that's also hard. I messed up something. I messed something up. Which is unfortunate, because that's like, not at quite the middle of the day, but it's middle-ish. Middling. Middle-esque. I believe there will be enough orders before the day ends, but it's gonna be a little close. I'll have to survive the rush hour, that's for sure. Whereas if I had just gotten like a few more orders done, like another 10 or so, I wouldn't have needed that pressure. Meat, lettuce, tomatoes, Swiss. Meat, Swiss cheese. Season, juicy, bacony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, season. Here's where having a bit more buzz would actually help. I could get more orders taken care of before the rush hour, without being quite as rushed as rush hour is. But, I mean, I'll still get up to the 35 orders, definitely, with rush hour and all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. It's just going to be a little bit tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4 juices. Yeah. Rice, seasoned potatoes, celery, beets. That recipe is pretty easy just because the number of ingredients in it is pretty small. I'm hoping for lots of fish in this rush hour. Steak is also acceptable. Fish and steak. Fish, steak, perfect. Ah, there's a soup here. I need to take care of that soup. I really do. Okay. Chicken, meats, rice, bouillon cube seasoning, bacon, celery. Gotta get that taken care of. Gotta get this taken care of. Deliver that. Thumb that up. Flush this toilet. There's that ate steak. 1, 2, 3, 4. Has been waiting for a while. Let's do the soup, chicken, meats, rice, ham, potatoes, cheese, celery, and cheese and garlic. Steak. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta catch that soup. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 season. Seasoned, smoky, juicy, citrus. Chicken, lettuce, bacon, cheese, tomatoes, pickles. Gotta catch that soup. Ah, it's an easy recipe, thank God. That steak was starting to slide off. Season, twice, juicy, citrus. I think that's an easy, that's a tier 1 recipe. Okay, I need one more good order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. Okay. Chicken, meats, rice, bacon, celery. Need to catch that burger before it burns. Alright, we got it. It's all taken care of. And there's a pizza. Tomato sauce, everything but diced tomatoes. Okay. That's ridiculous. Spicy, bacon. Chicken, meat, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Huh. That is it for the day. So I got my bet done. Not that it actually matters that much, really. Did I just make the one mistake? The one mystery mistake? I think that was just one mistake. Could have had an extra 250 bucks on top of it. Not that it matters when you're making 2,200 bucks a day. It's not that big of a deal. Like when you're making like 500 bucks a day, the perfect day bonus is pretty huge. But nowadays, it's not such a big deal. Okay, so we get 1,085 bucks. Safety inspection. No more than really. This is difficult. I couldn't even get $100 in tips. I don't know how you're supposed to get $125 in tips. You must have very high buzz, I guess. Alright, we'll try it. Just for, the sake of interest. I mean, $300 is nothing for me anymore. Let's check the upgrade area. Nachos, wine, nope, nothing that I care about. Coffee, nope. I'm not sure I even have anything that can be upgraded at this point anymore. So, okay, what we want to do here is you want to load up the menu with things, regardless of menu route, that have the big tipper thing, which is the $sign. So that's the steak, the fish. Well, I can replace some of this menu route. Let's get rid of pizza. Put in lasagna. I haven't done lasagna in a while. What else has the $sign? Sushi. Haven't done sushi in a while. Let's get rid of chicken. Put in sushi. Lobster. Guess we'll get rid of hamburger. Put in lobster. Now the other thing is, I suppose you want the things that cost a lot of money, that have a high selling price, because those, presumably will give you more in tips. Let's replace the fish then with bananas Foster. And was the steak my daily special yesterday? The daily ... special. Okay. So we need to put something else in place. And I guess lobster is probably the best for that. Okay, so we have a lot of big ticket items that have the big tipper perk. Sushi's the weakest link here. Goodbye. No. It's got $15. What else could I put in? So pasta sells for 16. That's not really that big of enough of a difference. That's not enough of a difference to justify the risk. Dollar sign, kebabs. Well, kebabs would give me a really difficult day. So, yeah, we'll leave the sushi on. Hopefully the steak, the soup, and the lobster do enough of a job giving me tips that I'll make it. But I don't know. It's very difficult to get over $100 in tips. I mean, I guess it's a matter of buzz. And to be honest, my buzz isn't that great. It could definitely be higher. We'll try. I mean, to some degree, the tipping is random. You can't control when you get it. 1, 2, 3, Toro, tuna, and then 1, 2 yellowtails. There was a period of time where I was always messing up sushi. I think it's because the Toro and the tuna were screwing me up, and the ebi and the roe. E for ebi, R for roe, T for Toro, and U for tuna, or something like that. No tips so far. Garlic. Ebi, roe, Toro, tuna, mackerel. R for ginger. The safety inspection mechanic, I think, is not as good as it could have been. Because, like, I didn't even get a single chore during the time that inspector was watching me. Okay, ham, bow-tie noodle, cheese, cabbage, zucchini, garlic onions, deliver that soup to the lobster. Deliver that lobster. Get some bananas taken care of. Don't burn the bananas. Put all these lobsters on the grill. 1, 2, 3. Roe, Toro, salmon, mackerel, yellowtail. Oh god, those bananas almost burned. It was like as close as you can get to burning without actually burning. That's what's tricky, is the bananas require your attention when you're putting them on the grill, and then they also require your attention not to overdo it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just gotta make sure you get those delivered as soon as you can. U for tuna. 1. Okay, I've got to do this rat real quick and then catch the soup. Cheese, cabbage, zucchini, garlic onions, lobster. Yeah. Just barely caught the dishes. Just barely caught the trash. Just barely caught the bananas. Put these lobsters on the grill. Sushi done, so Toro, tuna, mackerel, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think that was like my first tip of the day from that lasagna. Or no, not the lasagna. I was working on the lasagna when I delivered something. Whew. I don't think I've messed anything up so far. Though there were some close calls. What did I do wrong? Oh my god. I had a feeling, I actually had a feeling I was doing something wrong. I just don't know what it was. Well, whatever. Could be worse. Could be worse. Ebi, roe, Toro, tuna, mackerel. Got that one right. So yeah, it must be like you need to have a high buzz to get these tip-related bets from Crazy Dave beaten. I mean, the other possibility, of course, is that like those bets are just poorly implemented and broken, and you can't really do it. But I have a feeling it can be done. You need to have not just expensive things with the big tipper perk, but Also, a lot of customers. Crazy amount of customers. I should have put these lobsters on the grill before I started doing those bananas. Just asking for trouble. Oh my gosh, so much lobster. Not a problem though. Lobster's easy enough. You can take care of it relatively quickly. So I'm waiting on this soup because I want to take out this barrage of lobsters before I start on the soup. I don't want to be stuck doing the soup, which could be a potentially like really long recipe like this one, while the lobsters are burning. Of course, because of my decision to do that, I am now finding myself with a surplus of lasagna orders. Luckily, that was an easy recipe. Okay. Chicken, meats, rice, ham, potatoes, cheese, celery. G for garlic. Celery and beans. Am I going to be even close to the tip amount that I needed? There's one. One, two, three, four. Alright, there's another tip coming in the last hour. It's $24 in tips that I got in just like the last 30 minutes of game time. But the day is almost over, and I don't think I made it even to 100, let alone 125. Well, it's okay. I took so much money from Crazy Dave. I feel bad for the guy. I mean, I'm like a super rich restaurateur. He's just a crazy guy. Might as well cut him some slack. And the fat lady is about to get her lobster with a cup of butter. $60 in tips, not even close. I honestly probably would have been better off going more for like a high buzz. Trying to maximize my menu for buzz just to get more customers. But I don't know. What's the point of the big tipper perk if it doesn't even help you get up to any respectable number of tips? I lost Crazy Dave's bets. We got a VIP here. Lacey Ellenthorpe would like to dine. She requests you have burger, chicken, nachos, and fish. Alright, well I hate nachos, but we'll do it. It's a fun little thing. Pass the inspection, menu rod, new item. Mysterious tickets are available for purchase. Oh, well that's great. So you don't even have to do all the dating stuff. You can just buy them. And there's a new challenge. Okay, great. Let's wrap up this video then with another Hungry Festivity challenge. Nachos of Hell. Oh, motherfucker. Well, I guess we're going to find out here just how difficult it is to pass one of these challenges when you have never really played with that food. Like, I've done it a couple of times, but I've never really done not that much with nachos. Oh, wow. So this is a two-step thing. And I will see exactly one of each possible recipe. So queso, sour cream, jalapenos, tomatoes, and then ground meat. Queso, sour cream, guacamole, olives, jalapenos, tomatoes, onions, and ground meat. Queso, guacamole. Some of these recipes actually are meatless, which is easier. And for onions, don't forget, queso, sour cream, guacamole, jalapenos, and for onions, guacamole, jalapenos, and tomatoes. Queso and jalapenos. Queso, sour cream, olives, jalapenos, tomatoes, and for onions, just a bowl of chips, nothing on it, please. Okay. That's easy. So I see pork and shrimp stuff and some other thing. I guess we'll be using that at some point. They seem to be giving me all the meatless ones first, though. Queso, olives, onions, and the ground meat. Ground meat. Ground meat. Queso, sour cream, olives, jalapenos, tomatoes, onions, and beans and rice. Queso, beans, rice, and ground meat. Queso, guacamole, beans, rice, and ground meat. Okay, just differing only by the presence of guacamole. Jalapenos, tomatoes, onions, rice. Shrimp. P for shrimp. Queso, beans, ground meat. Ground meat and shrimp, oh god. Queso, beans and rice. Queso, sour cream, guacamole, jalapenos. T for tomatoes, P for shrimp. Queso, sour cream, guacamole, olives, jalapenos, tomatoes, onions, beans. No rice though, just ground meat and shrimp. Shrimp. The nice thing is, if you didn't cook a meat, you're not allowed to put it on the final bowl. So that's nice of them, preventing you from putting on, like, raw meat onto the thing. Beans, rice, and shrimp. No! Well, okay, so you can retry it. I'll try it one more time. If I fail this time, I will succeed off camera, but now we finally learn what happens if you fail, which is you can apparently retry without any sort of punishment. Jalapenos, tomatoes, ground meat. What did I even mess up on that one? Tomatoes, onions, and ground meat. I don't even know. Are we getting them in the same order as before? I don't actually know. Probably. If you are guaranteed to see every recipe, it stands to reason that they'd have the order pre-programmed instead of randomizing it. I think that's where the bowl of chips was last time too. What did I mess up in that plate of nachos? I wonder. Okay, so olives, onions. 20 to go. We made it through 12 of them. Haven't seen the shrimp things yet. Although, wasn't there shrimp by this point last time? Queso, beans, rice, meat. Queso, guacamole, beans, rice, meat. Queso, sour cream, also jalapenos, tomatoes, onions, beans, rice. Meat. Queso, beans, and rice. Queso, sour cream, jalapenos, tomatoes, onions, and rice. Queso. I feel like there was shrimp by this point. Ground meat and shrimp. Maybe it's a little bit of a different order. I feel like ground meat and shrimp came along earlier than the last time I tried this. Queso, sour cream, guacamole, tomatoes, shrimp. Ah, jeez. I don't know what I messed up. Maybe that was the same exact thing. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. Take care.